Home is where the heart is. You've heard that a million times. And for me, that's Ohio, more specifically my hometown of Sandusky.
Yeah, and you know everyone has their favorite hometown spot, right? Well, here are Jay's 3 go-to places in his hometown.
So not only am I in my hometown of Sandusky, I'm now standing in front of my childhood home. I think every one of these houses had kids that were either in my grade or up a grade or back a grade. Summer times here were wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, go outside until noon, come home for lunch, go back outside, play baseball, football, basketball, come back for dinner, go back out, play kick the can until the sun went down when we had to be home. It's great to be back in Sandusky where I grew up, and I'd like to take you around to some of my favorite spots even now. Just about every time I come home to Sandusky, when I'm ready for a meal, I come here to Berardi's. Their fries are literally world famous. Wow, look at that, look at those fries.
Anything else that you
That's how you do. No, that's going to be more than enough. How long has there been a Berardi's in Sandusky?
Well, they started at Cedar Point in 1939.
Wow.
Well, then we were there till 78.
Is the French fry the staple of the Berardi's menu? It always has been for me, and I'm just wondering, like,
It is definitely the thing we're most known for.
just fresh cut potatoes and, like, what's the secret?
I'm not telling you.
Your food never lets me down.
Well, that's good to hear.
It's always good. Well, now we're at my kind of home away from home in Sandusky, and that's my boat. I keep it at Venetian Marina, which is in the shadow of Cedar Point, and I spend a lot of time here. You guys came for a ride? Want to go? All right, let's go take it out. I could hear the roller coaster chains clank from my house. You could hear the people screaming when they would go down the big hills of the roller coasters. It just reminds me of my childhood and growing up right here on the water. You can see Perry's Monument. That's where my wife and I were engaged 32 years ago. Right there at the base of the monument. I've always missed Lake Erie. And honestly, that was a big draw for why I wanted to come home. Growing up on the lake, I really enjoyed it. I missed being away from it and just thrilled to be back.
Oh, the screaming.
Yeah. If the wind was blowing out of the north, my house, as the crow flies, was about a mile and change from the park.
Yeah.
So you could literally hear those screams.
Oh, that's great.
And man, and every time I'm back and I hear that, it takes me back to being 10 or 11 years old. And if I wasn't at the park, I was dreaming about being at the park.
Oh, that's great.
Great place to grow
That's
up.
great.
It
And
really
that
was.
hair. How about that hair?
Yeah, I had a mop. No question, I had a mop. And there may have been a mullet in there at a time or two.
This is the front, party in the back.
That was me. More lunch break right after this quick break.